Part 1. Have you ever found yourself in a conversation and realized that while you can understand English perfectly, speaking it with ease and confidence feels like a challenge? Maybe you stumble over words, hesitate, or simply don't know how to respond in the moment. Many learners of English experience this feeling, and it's one of the most common struggles when it comes to mastering conversational skills. But what if there was a way to build fluency and confidence without simply relying on grammar drills or memorizing vocabulary lists? What if you could practice real-life conversations in a way that made you feel prepared and capable, even before you face the actual conversation? That's where role-playing scenarios come in. In today's video, we'll explore how role-playing can help you improve your conversational English. By practicing through realistic scenarios, you can build confidence, improve your vocabulary, and master the natural flow of conversation. And the best part? You can do it all in a controlled, low-pressure setting, making it easier to transfer those skills to real-life situations. By the end of this video, you'll understand the power of role-playing and how you can use this technique to speak more naturally and confidently in everyday conversations. Part 2. So, why is role-playing such an effective way to improve your conversational English? Let's break it down. First, role-playing allows you to practice in a realistic context. Instead of just memorizing isolated words or sentences, you engage in conversations that mirror real-life situations. Whether you're pretending to be a customer in a store, a traveler at an airport, or a business professional giving a presentation, role-playing gives you the chance to apply what you've learned in a practical way. This is one of the biggest advantages of role-playing. It makes learning relevant and applicable to the real world. Second, role-playing helps you improve your listening skills. When you engage in a dialogue, you're not just speaking, you're also listening to your partner's responses. This back-and-forth exchange mimics how conversations happen in the real world, helping you get used to different accents, speaking speeds, and conversational tones. This is something that traditional language learning methods, like textbooks or isolated drills, often fail to replicate. Additionally, role-playing helps you expand your vocabulary. In each scenario, you'll need to use words and phrases that are specific to the context. For example, if you're role-playing a conversation in a restaurant, you'll be forced to use food-related vocabulary. If you're acting as a job candidate in an interview, you'll be using professional terms and expressions. By engaging in different scenarios, you'll learn vocabulary that's useful and practical for a variety of situations. Part 3. To make the most of role-playing, there are a few key strategies that can elevate your practice and ensure you're learning as effectively as possible. The first strategy is to immerse yourself in different scenarios. Think about the kinds of situations you encounter in everyday life and practice those. Want to improve your skills for a trip abroad? Role-play airport check-ins, hotel reservations, and asking for directions. Are you preparing for a job interview? Practice answering common questions in English, such as, "Tell me about yourself," or "Why do you want to work here?" The more varied your role-playing scenarios are, the more confident you'll become in different conversations. Another strategy is to partner up with a language buddy or tutor. It's incredibly helpful to practice with someone else who can give you constructive feedback. They can point out areas where you might struggle or help you improve your pronunciation and intonation. If you don't have a conversation partner, you can even role-play by yourself. Imagine different scenarios and speak out loud, paying attention to how natural your responses feel. Additionally, take note of what you find difficult during each role-play session. Is there a particular phrase or structure that you keep forgetting? Does the vocabulary for a certain situation feel awkward to use? This awareness helps you focus your learning on areas that need improvement. You can then revisit these areas through targeted practice or research. Role-playing is an excellent way to build muscle memory for conversations. The more you practice, the more the language will flow naturally. You'll begin to respond more quickly and easily in real-life situations because your brain will have already gone through similar dialogues. Part 4. Now, let's take a look at real-life experiences of learners who have used role-playing to improve their English skills. Many students who incorporate role-playing into their routine report significant improvements in both fluency and confidence. For instance, one learner shared that after practicing role-play scenarios for several months, they felt much more comfortable engaging in conversations with native speakers. They stopped feeling self-conscious about making mistakes and started using idiomatic expressions and new vocabulary they had learned through role-playing. The real shift came when they found themselves in an actual conversation where they could recall the phrases and structures they had practiced, making the exchange feel natural and fluid. In another example, a student preparing for a job interview in English used role-playing to simulate the entire process. By practicing responses to interview questions and focusing on tone and body language, they gained the confidence they needed to perform well during the actual interview. Role-playing allowed them to anticipate the kinds of questions they would face and prepare their answers in advance, ultimately helping them land the job. Real-life role-playing experiences show how powerful this technique is. It's one thing to learn words and grammar, but role-playing allows you to bring those elements to life and interact with others just as you would in the real world. It builds not only your language skills, but also your emotional resilience and confidence when speaking English. Part 5. As we wrap up today's discussion on improving conversational English through role-playing scenarios, remember this: fluency and confidence in speaking don't come from simply studying vocabulary or grammar rules. They come from real-life practice, and role-playing gives you a safe and effective way to do just that. By practicing with varied scenarios, partnering with others for feedback, and being aware of areas where you can improve, you'll find that your ability to speak English in everyday situations will soar. The more you immerse yourself in role-playing, the more natural your conversations will become. And the more natural your conversations feel, the more confident you'll be in real-life situations. So, start incorporating role-playing into your practice today. Whether it's with a friend, a tutor, or even by yourself in front of a mirror, the more you practice, the more fluent and confident you will become. Take your English skills to the next level with role-playing and start engaging in real conversations with confidence and ease.